What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's video, I wanted to talk about the new World Series program. Kind of extends upon the postseason program that we've already seen so far. That I actually personally I need to work on, but I wanted to show you the World Series program. We got Christian Javier, 98, 118, 4-seam curveball, slider, and a changeup. He has 31 stamina as well. 4-seam, curveball, slider, and changeup. I mean, really just a card that you're probably just going to want for the postseason collection. Get the AL Wild Card Series pack. A lot of cards in here as well. Chris Bassett, Danny Jansen, Framber Valdez. All these cards have already been released through the other part of the program. A lot of these cards too aren't super overpowered like we've kind of seen with Topps now and stuff like that. They're more kind of in line with, you know, they're like a step above live series cards, but they're not like super overpowered like we've seen with, you know, for example, like Garrett Crochet and Mark Canha. Those are like really good cards that we saw at Topps now. These cards are more along the lines of like this like World Series program is actually a little bit better, but that's just kind of how that's been going. Chris Davis with a great swing, 119, 120 from both sides, or you know, tons of power, 82, 94. Definitely better versus lefties with that 94 contact, 73 vision, 67 fielding, 33 speed. You know, we use a DH in the Content Creators League. And they also were talking about, you know, in actual baseball, how they're not going to have the DH necessarily next year in the National League. I don't know where everyone stands on it. It's kind of a polarizing issue. But I actually really liked having the DH in the CCL. When we first had it, I kind of didn't, just because it makes kind of the bench obsolete. But I use my bench a lot. Regardless, just like with platoons in Diamond Dynasty, I actually would like to see it come to Diamond Dynasty, because it would make a card like this have more value, because he's not really good in the field. You know, he's not anything that you could use in the field, but this would be a good DH card if we had it to use, because with the 33 speed and the 67 fielding, there's really just not a spot for him in the outfield. It's just, he's got to pretty much be on your bench, but it'd be sweet to have him as a DH card. I know that's a thing that, you know, some people think it takes some of the strategy out of the game, having the pitcher, but after playing through about 20 plus games with the DH and kind of that Diamond Dynasty format, I actually really like having the DH. I think I use like Jorge Soler for my DH. I use like the Silver Trey Mancini. You know, it's actually pretty sweet. So I kind of like that. Here's the NL Wild Card Series pack. Again, it's just gonna have a lot of these cards that we saw from the earlier postseason rounds. And again, for the most part, wow, I haven't really looked at this card too much. But that sinker's not too overpowering. I mean, it's a good sinker. This is not too bad of a card, to be honest with you, that Lucas Sims. But there's a lot of options. Also, Ian Happ, not too bad either, but you know, nothing too like, they're not bad cards, but they're just not crazy overpowered, you know, insane cards. Does that make sense? They're more cards that we're gonna stack up for the collection, for the postseason collection. So here's the new Tyler Matzek. I'm not sure if I said that right. 109, 116, 4-seam slider, cutter, curveball. Not bad, but nothing too insane. Pretty decent control. I never really used this card before, so I'm not too sure about his windup or anything like that, but that are his stats. Chad Pinder, 81, 103, 98, 102, 85 vision, 92 fielding, 84 arm, 48 speed. Can play all over the diamond, but again, I think that's more of a card that you're just going to toss into the collection. Here's the Travis d'Arnaud, 125 both sides from the right hand side of the plate. Is actually real solid. 85-90 from the left, 82-91 85 blocking, 47 speed. Carlos Correa, 116, 118, 115, 84. So let's go back. So we had the NL wild card and the AL wild card. I guess they're kind of tiered towards the fact when you think about the wild card series, I guess it's like a lower tier series than the division series. The division series, his cards have gone up as far as like their attributes. That 116, 118 is pretty crazy. Only 84 from the left side. 115 contact versus left is nice too. Just having a lot of contact like that, like 116, 115, and is pretty ridiculous. That's pretty solid with the 90 vision for the timing window. I want to make a video. I've been thinking about making a video to explain the hitting system a little bit better. I've kind of made a video like it in the past, but I've thought about making it more just so like it just will give you a better understanding of like how to evaluate what cards and like how to use the card that you have. So I might make that soon. But 116, 118, 115, 84, 91 fielding, 97 arm, 58 speed. I mean, it's a solid card. To be honest with you, real solid card. I actually kind of like having the reverse splits. I wish he had more than 84 power. If he had more than 84 power, this would be like a really. He actually has quirks too. He's got unfazed, so he gets a bigger PCI when he has 2 strikes. Has homebody as well. So they've actually this one's actually got some quirks and stuff like that. There's 2 different kinds of quirks. So like see bomber, like that just has to do with like what your rating is, you know, as long as I think it's over 70. It's not even over 75. It's over 70 power from both sides. You get the bomber. But yeah, stuff like unfazed and homebody is actually pretty nice. Got pretty good fielding, good arm strength. That's not a bad card at all. Rousseau with 125, 125, 75. Not bad either. First base can play second, third, or shortstop. It's kind of you know, it's another 125, 125 bench bat, but they're starting to get a lot of those. You know, I really like that Modesty. I still haven't picked him up yet. I'm working towards that. I've been grinding a lot of the offline missions, so I'm trying to get it caught up as much as possible. Marcus Semien, pretty well balanced. Good card. If you're, what's his Glaber like? 103, 92, 99, 116, 83 with gold fielding. Only 40 speed. This is a solid card because he plays above that stuff. He's got first pitch hitter and he's got rally monkey and he's got situational hitter. This would be actually, I like this card. I like this card a lot. I haven't looked at it too much, but I like this card a lot. Let's see, 74 for Urias. 110, 112. It's not bad stamina for a reliever at all. I mean, 74 stamina. But I just don't think that's probably how you want to stack your bullpen. You know, it sounds awesome, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I'd rather have high end H per 9, K per 9 over the stamina in the bullpen. Pagan, 4-seam cutter, curveball, slider. Not bad. I like throwing with him. I like his motion, so he's got pretty good control. This actually wouldn't be too bad of a card. Static, 4-seam, slider, and a splitter. 121, 109. Does not have the outlier. Probably not too bad. I don't think he has too bad of a motion, so it's not that bad of a card either. But here's the new Giancarlo Stanton. 98, 110, 125, both sides, 71 vision, 67 fielding, 58 speed. Kind of slow, but he's got massive power. He has kind of that close stance. I don't really like using it too much, but I mean that's some solid power with some solid contact. You want that contact being up, you know, especially if you're playing like. One thing when I built my CCL team is I noticed that like cards like Joey Gallo, you know, those kind of cards I was building my team around, it just wasn't going to work. Like on Hall of Fame, you need to have contact. Like it's tough to get away with like even like 80 contacts pretty low. I mean, 80 contacts probably like the bare minimum of like where you need to start with your contact a lot of the times. And so like having the 125 power with the 98 110 is actually pretty good. It'll have a decent size PCI, which will make it just overall, just make life a lot easier at the place. So there's the Giancarlo Stanton. Then we have there's going to be part 2. So if you look at the schedule, there's going to be a part 2 to this. All right, so you can see over on the left-hand side of the screen here. Let's see. World Series program, part 2 of the program arrives on Friday with more rewards. That's next week. That's not this Friday, it's next week. 10:30 the day before Halloween. There's going to be the other part of the program. And that's where we're going to see. I thought about this because I know a lot of people were out there. A lot of people were out there like, where is Corey Seager? And completely understandably so. When we didn't see him, I figured we would see something like this. I thought about tweeting about it and talking about it, and then I just I think I typed something out, and I was like, I just don't feel like tweeting about this right now. And but I thought this would be the more logical solution, because if they released that the Corey Seager in that fashion, it wouldn't have made any sense. As far as it just wouldn't have lined up with these other cards at all. It just, the rest of the cards aren't on that level. We're starting to get to the point pretty much in these last couple where they are more so on that level. You got the Muncie and stuff like that. But that Seager card would be extremely, extremely stacked. I thought they might put it as part of the some kind of reward path, and it looks like they are. That would be, I guess they're kind of waiting to see what happens possibly as well, with this final World Series, so they don't double up on a card possibly too. I guess, they released they've released a Rosarina, and they've released, Jock and Max Muncy, a couple cards that would contradict thinking like that, but it just feels like they're gonna have a Seager in one of these spots. They're going to have a Seager in one of these spots. And I just feel like that was probably a more natural spot for it. I mean, they could have released it early, and I would have been fine with it. But when you look at the all these cards together as we've gone over them, it does tend to make more sense that they would have it in that spot. Here's some of the missions, tally innings with postseason players, tally hits with postseason players, home runs with 2020. And keep in mind, these are all 2020 postseason players. 2020 postseason players, 2020 postseason players. 2020 postseason. So this is from doing the collection. What I would do with these two, well, it says up to 40. How many are we at? Let's see. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, and then 34. So, let's see. Collect flashbacks from the 2020 postseason or his stubs, XP, and exclusive player items in the World Series program. What are the player items? I guess, are they talking about this? Down the line over here, just getting more of those gears for the missions. So I guess we're gonna have to see what happens at the. I don't even know. I guess that's what it means. What I'm getting at is when it doesn't have any players over here. Maybe always, actually, not maybe, but always. Don't lock this stuff in until you see what happens at the end. That's just always a good way of going about it. So if we get all the way here and this card is something that you don't like, it's just not a card that you really want to go after, just wait to lock this stuff in so you can keep your options open. So if you don't like it, you can go back and sell all this stuff and take a different plan of attack. I think that's always a wise way about going about it. These, and hopefully, honestly, I think the card I probably want the most is I'd like to see a boosted Mookie Betts, because we haven't really seen an MVP one. I think that would be a really cool one to see. And I just kind of feel like We'll have to see what goes on in the World Series. You know, it could be, Steve Pearce has a World Series MVP, so anything could happen with the last couple games. What was the next thing I was going to say about this? Oh, I know what I was going to show you. I was going to show you the actual moments themselves. So if I go over to the moments, and these don't look too bad. 2 hits, 1 extra base hit, 2 hits, 1 extra base hit, 1 home run, and 8 total bases. So Kiermaier, he had a home run. 2 hits. Yeah. I thought he had a home run game. Then Mookie Betts, Corey Seager ran low. Probably your cards so far that are, looking towards being. I wouldn't Kiermaier, no. Betts, Seager hit another home run. I could see him being the reward at the very end too, And then Tally 8 total bases. Lowe had 2 home runs, so it's probably between Betts, Seager, and Lowe right now for like the actual World Series MVP most likely. But yeah, those moments don't look too bad. These are a lot more. I'm still getting. I mean, I gotta do all of these right now. I gotta finish out all these. I gotta finish out all these programs. I'm still finishing up the September. Well, I finished all these. Did I finish all those? Looks like I did do those. I'm still finishing. This is what I've been working on. I'm still finishing up the tops now. I need to finish up these moments today. That's what I've been working on. And I've gotten I got 2 of these left. This mission seems really, really tough just because of how much power's in that lineup and not giving up 1 home run. I gotta really figure out that one. This one won't be a problem. Just a 9-inning game on Legend versus a computer. I'll be able to take care of that in probably 1 shot. But this one is I've had to start it and quit it about 3 or 4 times already. So it's like I just been putting it off. And yesterday I ended up I'd already done the Conquest Extreme, but yesterday I did the Showdown Extreme. It was actually pretty tough. I kind of like would play it for a while, watch some TV. I'd pause for a while, just to kind of, because it's like it takes a while, but got that done. Finally got the Nate Pearson. I've been really looking forward to trying out this card, but he does kind of feel a little bit loose with his control. A little bit more loose than I would have liked. But I really, really actually like pitching with Outlier in this game. I think it's real effective, but maybe I got to get the Prestige version and get a little bit more control, but he felt like a little bit loose. I don't like when I'm going to throw a pitch and I don't know where it's going to go. That's not good because it's just not good, obviously. So yeah, I've been working on that a little bit, but that's the new postseason content. Look for a boosted Betts or a boosted Seager or maybe Brandon Lowe, or we'll see what happens. But I feel like if Seager goes like absolutely insane the rest of the World Series, he'll be the card of the end. But there'll be a Seager in that other part of the what's it called? There'll be a Seager in the other part of the World Series program. There's no doubt about that. They know, you know what I mean? Like they've been watching the games. They're gonna get us a Seager. I'm not really sure why they waited, but that would be my guess as to why they waited. I figured they'd have some kind of reward path like they do. He's probably like, when I was thinking about it last time, I was thinking like what is it, like for the monthly awards? I was thinking maybe Seager's gonna be like in this spot. All right, Dynasty's here, and then whoever the World Series MVP is, unless Seager just goes crazy, and just like overtakes a spot, Seager would be like right here, and then whoever the World Series MVP is gonna be like right there. If that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna record another video. I want to talk about the hitting engine, so I'm gonna get this uploaded, and then I'm gonna start recording that. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.